dears, welcome to Spiritans Sound Outreach TV. My name is MC Cole. In our today's program on Grace Moment, we're meeting a priest of the Catholic Archdiocese of Lagos who will be sharing with us his journey so far as a priest and as a chaplain of the youth. Stay tuned as we meet him. Dear viewers, kindly join me as we welcome today's program of Grace Moment, the Deanery Chaplain of the Catholic Youth Organization of Nigeria, Satellite Deanery, Lagos Archdiocese. Hello, Padre.
Thank you.
Welcome to our program.
Thank you.
Please let our team maybe as get to know you.
I'm Anthony Isah. I'm a Catholic priest and a member of the Holy Ghost Congregation, Province of Nigeria Southwest. I'm working at St. Joseph Catholic Church in the Archdiocese of Lagos, Satellite Deanery in particular.
Okay, Father, so for how long have you been a Catholic priest?
For 3 years and counting now.
Okay. And how has it been, the life of being a priest?
Challenging, at the same time fulfilling. I think it's about a call, and it's about finding fulfillment in the call. And I think for now, I'm still happy. I'm still finding fulfillment in this call. And I pray that this call lasts, despite the challenges, the hustle. Of course, every vocation, every profession have its own hazard.
Sure.
And of course, so that it's not a life that is devoid of challenges, but amidst the challenges, God has always been with us and has helped us to triumph these obstacles and challenges.
Okay. So, Padre, coming to the Deanery, you're the Deanery Chaplain of the youth. Satellite Deanery.
By God's grace.
So, when were you appointed?
About 2 years ago,
Okay.
during the Deanery priest meeting, the formal Deanery chaplain for Sion, actually the parish priest of St. All Saints at the local. So, because of his job and apostolate, he told the Deanery, the dean, that he cannot continue with that because of the workload, and so he needed somebody to take over his position. And so the dean and the priest present unanimously appointed me to guide, to nurture, and to direct this teeming youth of this noble Deanery.
Okay, and how did you feel when this appointment was made?
I had mixed feelings.
Okay.
First of all, that I'm a youth, I felt that it is awesome to work with people of my age range, and at the same time, it could be challenging because it will be difficult also to handle them. I have always told them that for them, I am a Deanery chaplain, but with them, I am a fellow youth, and that they must understand. So it's a mixed feeling, and I think I'm still happy doing the job, and as I lead them, I also learn from them, and I also try to grow with them.
Okay. Yes, like you said, you had mixed feelings, and of course, there are challenges working with the youths everywhere, not only in the Catholic Church. So, what has been your challenges so far working with them?
The challenges are multifaceted. First of all, the fact is that these youth are coming from different backgrounds and have been beclouded with different worldview, and they are coming to work as one in this Deanery. So the yardstick or the way you address and handle one particular youth will be different in handling the other because of their different background, orientation, understanding, and worldview. And so you need so much in your disposal to handle them, to guide them. Some of them can be very stubborn, very, very stubborn. Maybe because of youthful exuberance and adolescence, whatever. And so, but you also need to help them, to guide them. And one thing again in this youth I've observed is that they don't like to be condemned. They want to come to you to understand them the way they are and to see how you can help them. If your first step towards them is about condemning their actions, then it's a matter of time they will run away from you, they will elude you. So it's for you to understand the fact that they are youths, they are frail, they are weak, and accept them the way they are. In their weakness, you try to help them to grow and to embrace the strength that is inherent in them.
So, Padre, for the past 2 years that you've been a youth chaplain, have you attended any of their programs, either in the Deanery, in the parish, or in the Archdiocese?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think about a year or 2 years ago, I attended the AYD, Archdiocese Youth Day, that was held at Ikeja, at the police chaplaincy there. It was fun that all the youths in the Archdiocese would come together and congregate in one place to share talent, to share creative vision, to display their ingenuity, to embrace one another in love, to learn from each other. For me, it was awesome. It was something I look forward to again and again. And it was an avenue for them to learn, to grow, and also for other youth to share their time, their talent, and whatever together. Secondly, we tried, in conjunction with the executive of this Deanery, we tried to begin what they call the Praise Night, and which we had last year. It was fun, it was fulfilling, where we invite the youth in the Deanery to present songs of praise and drama and jokes together, and it was awesome. It was a maiden edition we had last year, and we pray that every year we'll have the same program with different version. The one of last year was 1.0, so we can have 2.0 this year if the coronavirus pandemic will permit us or allow us to do it. And the youth are looking forward to it. Well, at that program, we had confessions, we had mass for them, and one of the things I think I love and I gained that day was the fact that many youths who are absent from the sacrament for as close as 10 years, for the first time came to the sacrament of reconciliation, and many of them will reconcile back to God. And for me, that should be the aim and the purpose of it. And coupled with the songs of praise and everything, was awesome. And I look forward to the one of this year too.
Thank you, Padre. Now, working with the youths, you communicate with them. But that is before the pandemic. You have meetings in church and you get to meet them during their own meeting. Now that the pandemic has been on for close to 6 months, how have you been communicating with them?
Yeah, prior to this year, we designed a roadmap, a charter for 2020 as a body. But unfortunately, some of the programs were set aside due to this pandemic. But again, not discussing other issues, other aspects of our life as Deanery. Sometimes we have Zoom meetings where we discuss issues with the executive. If there are pressing issues, they come to me and we can sit down and discuss. But however, we have tried to use every available means that does not contradict the guidelines of COVID-19 to seek to meet and to discuss on the way forward. Okay,
that is very good, Padre. Now, it is the fact that many youths won't be able to cope well during this pandemic. Some might have been laid off in their place of work. Some might not be able to continue with their business the way they've been doing it. So, what is your advice to them in terms of coping during this pandemic?
Yeah, not just for the youth of Vietnam, globally, the world is experiencing economic quagmire, and the youth of this Deanery are not exempted from it. And like you said, many of them have been laid off from their job. Some of them are at home, they can't go to work because of the places are shut down. And of course, it's a concern not just for them, but also for me as a shepherd, for me as their guide. It's also a concern for me. If my sheep aren't doing well, I can't be happy as a shepherd. Sure. Many of them call, they complain, they can't feed. But we have tried as much as possible with the available means in our disposal to reach out to those who we think are in their need of our help, either from the point of view of financial assistance, spiritual assistance, psychological assistance, moral assistance. We have tried as much as possible to reach out to those that time will permit us to reach out to. And I've always told the youth that they must see themselves as keepers of one another. If you have, and your fellow youth is not as privileged as you are, it is your moral responsibility and obligation as a youth to reach out to your fellow youth that you think is not able to get something to eat or to survive with. And so I think they are cooperating. We are reaching out to many of them, and the fellow youths are also reaching out to one another in love and in fraternal charity. Okay, that's very good, Padre. Now, coming to the close down of worship centers, of recent, the government of Lagos State
have now opened the worship centers, though some guidelines are to be followed. What is your view about this?
For me as a person, I feel it's long overdue, but the government may have their reasons for still delaying the opening of worship centers till now. My own point of concern is this: you have open markets every other day, no problem, and you have shut down institutions. And I want to put this to the government that if there is anybody that could best keep to the guidelines of this COVID-19 are institutions, schools and worship center as much as possible, because you find percentages of lay people in this environment, so they want to adhere to these guidelines. I have been to the markets of recent, and there is no sign of either people keeping to these guidelines or complying with these COVID-19 guidelines. No face mask, no sanitizer, no hand washing facilities around, and when you ask them, they say that they don't believe there is COVID-19. And sometimes you don't blame them, because the government have led us not to believe in them again. And I think it's a challenge to the government to once again step up to their responsibility. The citizens don't even trust them again. And that is why when they say there's COVID-19, they say, I don't mind them. It's like normal, I know government, they don't eat money. But government should be transparent, so much so that people should believe in them. But I believe that there's COVID-19. And I have told my youth and I have told those who are concerned to keep strictly to the guideline of the government in trying to bend the curve and trying to reduce the number of COVID-19 cases.
Yeah. Okay, yes, thank you very much for that. So your final words to our viewers, the youth and everybody.
Yeah, I want to encourage everybody, particularly the youth, to understand that the future lies in their hands. The future of the country, their own future, the future of the world lies in their hands. And they become their position in the world and in the church, in the society, cannot be jettisoned or set aside. They are part and parcel. They are even the bloodline or the blood that sustains society. So I pray for them today that they may discover themselves, discover their worth, and see what the future holds for them, and that they may cooperate with God in attaining their goal for life.
Thank you very much, Padre, for honoring our invitation. We are happy to have you in our program today. We hope to see more of you.
Yeah, you're always welcome and will always be available.
Thank you, Father.
Thank you.
Dear viewers, we have heard from him that the coronavirus is real, and of course working with the youth can be very challenging, but you just have to do your best to work with them. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, invite them to subscribe to this channel. It's absolutely free. And if you're new to this channel, kindly subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below and notification bell beside, so you get notified when we post a new video. And of course, follow us across all social media platforms as displayed on the screen. We'll see you in our next video. Bye.